Hello HUD House Hunters, it's Donnie Corum with ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. Today we're out in Peyton, Colorado, which is just east of Colorado Springs. If you were to hop on Woodman and take it out to roughly Meridian, you'd be in the same place that we are now. Now the neat thing about Peyton, Colorado is it's easy access to the Woodman corridor, which gets you to Powers, will also get you easy access to Peterson Air Force Base, and a great place for those of you who are stationed at Schriever Air Force Base. This home is a HUD foreclosure that features 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a 2-car garage that was built in 2001. Now I want you to just take a quick look at this neighborhood before we go inside. Take a quick look around here. Wide open spaces, huge lots. If you're looking for land and a place to kind of spread your wings, the Peyton area could be a wonderful place, and most of it was developed in the early 2000 era up until now, where they're still continuing to build houses in this neighborhood today. This house is at 7511 Stephenville Road in Peyton, Colorado, 1,700 square feet in a neighborhood that usually would support about $190,000 to $195,000, but this one is a lot lower than that. I'll tell you more when we conclude. Come on in, let's go see Stephenville. We're inside the main entryway of 7511 Stephenville Road. Now, as you can see here, the house is not in terrible shape, to be honest, guys. What you have here is a really high vaulted ceiling living room space, goes all the way up to the 2nd story. A little bit of room separating wall here. This backs to a fireplace on the other side, allowing you to have fireplace in there. And this is kind of, if you will, your formal sitting room area. Now, it is missing some flooring. So as you can see, they've pulled up the carpet in here. This is a very small place to carpet, but quite honestly, you're probably going to want to carpet the entire property. That is the worst of it, though, is just replacing the carpet. Other than that, this house doesn't need much, being built in 2001. Here we are in the living room space, and in the living room, you're going to set your couches out over here. You're going to be able to, you got a wall mount here, and they did a little TV nook. Excuse me, I called it a fireplace, but it's not. This is a TV nook where you can locate your television off to the side here. But again, you get a little room separation between the formal living room, if you will, and the informal living room. And this wall provides that. This half wall structure gives you that. So pretty good use of space, and I like the way it makes this place laid out. Now, here we are heading into the dining room, if you will. This location would normally have a chandelier right here above us. That's been removed by HUD. So we'd replace the chandelier. This is where you set down your dining room table and your chairs and etc. What I love with this modern architecture, guys, is how much natural light is coming into this room. You've got huge windows here, the big patio slider. It's going to let in a lot of natural light, makes this a very bright open space, a great place to have breakfast or dinner with the family. Continuing on, we have a pretty good sized kitchen. And as you can see, the kitchen doesn't need much, if anything at all. The flooring is actually in pretty good shape. It carries all the way in through the dining room. The cabinets are your 42-inch uppers, and again, being built in 2001, there's just not a lot of work to do. It even has some relatively modern-looking appliances, except for the refrigerator, which would go right off over here. So you would be bringing your fridge to the party, but when you talk about the equity on this, definitely worth it. This is going to be your pantry area for food storage. And this direction will find our laundry room / entrance in from the garage. So a little bit of drywall patching there, and then of course heading out to the 2-car garage. So that's the lower level of Stephenville. Let's head on upstairs and check out the bedrooms and bathrooms up there. Come along. We're heading to the 2nd story on 7511 Stephenville Road. And as I mentioned before, the carpeting leaves some worse for wear. Up here it's existent, but it's in pretty rough shape. It's got some spots in it. It's a light blue. They tacked it down with roof tacks in here. I never understand why people do that. So we're probably going to be replacing the carpet throughout, but that's a minor investment compared to the equity. So this is one of the bedrooms. As you can see here, they got a little crazy with the paint colors, a little tan here. And then as you pan around, you'll find that they went to a military green out here. So not the most desirable paint colors, and just a little bit of drywall patching off to the side here. But guys, these are very minor repairs. This is a great property. It just needs a bit of cosmetic work. Huge, nice fenced-in backyard. We're going to see that at the end. Just wanted to give you a feel for that. And that's bedroom number 1. So we continue this direction. And I want you to keep in mind now that this is a lot of square footage at 1,700 square feet, considering the price. So this is your next bedroom. This is going to be the master. And in the master bedroom, it's a little bit bigger than the other room. Plenty of space, very bright, huge windows, nice mountain views heading off in that direction. They put in some extra shelving units here. Probably would get rid of those, but that's a judgment call for you. We're going to be replacing the carpeting, and we have an attached master bath here, which has a huge garden tub and shower. a nice sink stall there, and then a walk-in closet off to the side there. So all the amenities you would expect on a home architected in the 2001 era. It's even got a private toilet room there off to the side. However, the only thing this house is missing that you would find in this year built house is the price. This thing is well below market because it is in fact a HUD repo. Continuing on the main level we have the shared bathroom for the other bedrooms. And so this is a four-bedroom house, as we were talking about. So we've looked at the master and one of the secondary rooms. Here's bedroom number 3. And like before, got a little happy with the paint colors. Nothing serious, nothing we can't replace, either back to white or to a nice standard tan color. That's not going to be a big deal. Other than that, though, it looks pretty good. The bones are solid. Just a little bit of paint touch-up and we're good to go. This was obviously the boys' room, because over here we have the girls' room. And as before, just a matter of updating the paint. My daughter would be madly in love with this room, but you may not be as partial to pink. And if so, it's just a can of paint to go ahead and fix that up. So that pretty much concludes it. What I do like about this guest room, though, is the secondary room is huge walk-in closets on this one. So if you do have, an older child or you just need the additional closet space, this provides tons of room for that. Okay, let's check out the backyard on Stephenville, and we'll get rolling. We're out back at Stephenville, and as I mentioned before, you got a pretty decent sized backyard here. It's completely fenced in. The neighbors are taking advantage of that. They have dogs. You can hear them barking in the background, and you might want to bring your dog along as well. But despite the fact that this is in the suburbs, guys, this allows a lot for open space. You've got big open fields here. You're in the Peyton area, so it's not fully developed yet, which is kind of neat because you get larger lots and more wide open spaces. So let's get to it. Now, the Stephenville property features 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a 2-car garage, and just over 1,700 square feet of living space. Generally speaking, buying a home, because of the newness of the area, out here would run you about $190,000, maybe $195,000. But HUD has this home on sale for $170,000. Now, number crunchers, do the math here. At $170,000, you're looking at a payment on this property roughly $900 a month to own this home. Investors should take note of this too, guys, because generally speaking, you'd rent this property out for $1,100 to $1,200 a month. So if you're maintaining a low payment because you've got a good interest rate on this, you put a decent amount down, this can make a wonderful addition to your portfolio as an investment property. So how do you do it? Well, head on out to ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. We are still the leading resource for finding foreclosures in and around the Colorado Springs area, including Peyton, Colorado, like this property. Register online to get instant updates of the best deals right as they hit the market and become part of our video list, so you'll find out about these like most of our subscribers do right here on our YouTube channel. With that, this is Donnie Coram with ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.